Hello, I'm Shanice Warfield.
And I'm Janaea Berry, and this is SU Primetime Tuesday edition.
Jax Mannequin, the rock band from California, will perform this Saturday, February 27th at 7:30 p.m. in Weber Chapel. Students can purchase 2 tickets for $15 each, but if you want more tickets, you will be charged the general public price of $25 each. Go to Susquehanna University box office to purchase tickets during the afternoon by 5 p.m. on a Friday. Make sure you bring your student ID. Jax Mannequin climbed the charts with their single, The Resolution, and the album, The Glass Passenger, reached number 8 on the Billboard 200 2 years ago.
I'm Janaea Berry, and here's the latest in Susquehanna University sports. The men and women's track and field teams competed this last Friday at the Susquehanna Open. Some notes from the meet include senior Paul Thistle provisionally has qualified for indoor championships in the mile run, as he posted a first place time of 4 minutes, 13.6 seconds. Sophomore Joe Zimadix also was a winner of the 800, beating out a field of 27 competitors with a time of 1:57.25. The women's posted 2 second-place finishes in the 800 and 1600 meter relays, including runners Rachel DiMattia, Jamie Eggleton, Kinsey D'Angelo, Brooke Linders, and Amanda West. Between the two teams, junior Amanda West also placed 5th in the 55-meter hurdles with a time of 9.27 seconds in a field of 19 women. Moving on to basketball. It was another senior for the men's team who wanted to lead the way, as Marcus Burke posted a team high of 16 points on his final night playing in OW Hoots Gymnasium as the Crusaders beat Juniata 80-65. Burke also recorded career-high 6 steals. JT Wilson led the efforts on the glass as he captured 9 rebounds, while Spencer added 15 points of his own. The men will travel to play USMMA on Wednesday in the conference semifinals. This has been your SU Sports Update. Shanice?
Thanks, Janaea. Did you get a chance to catch those student-directed one-act plays?
No, I didn't, but they sounded great.
Recently, Brianna Roth visited with Doug Powers and the students who directed those plays. Here's what she found out. Brianna?
Hey guys, it's Brianna. I'm here today to talk to you about the student-directed one-acts that are coming up this February and why you should come see them. So why don't you follow me and we'll take a look backstage.
Every year, senior theater performance majors have to take a directing class, and this is our 12th annual production of the One Act Festival, and it's a way for acting students to get on the other side, see how directing is, and it really is a very educational process.
The theme of this year's One Acts was to come together and bring plays that are originally from a different country and translate it into English. So that way we could see different plays from different stages, different times and eras.
The One Acts come from the directing class, so they spend a whole semester in class. We read Harold Clurman's book on directing, which is a pretty seminal book on the art of directing, which is a fairly recent development in theater history.
The directing experience was challenging, definitely. It's my first time directing, but very rewarding. It was great to see 3 actors kind of mold into what I've envisioned, and they've done a really great job.
It was a very creative process that grew. Working with actors was really, really great. I think that was the hardest part for me, was how am I going to be able to take my thoughts and put them into words and put it on stage, and just seeing it all come together was just completely amazing.
I think it's rewarding when students practice this part of the discipline and they then have an understanding of what I do. So that then when they're thrown back in as actors or as designers, they have an appreciation of the kind of holistic view that the director has to take.
The one acts are February 11th through the 14th, and I believe they start at 8 o'clock in the Degenstein Campus Center Theater.
Thanks, Brianna. Now to Kevin Collins with the weather.
Yes, thank you, Shanice, for that wonderful introduction. As she said, with the weather team, I'm Kevin Collins, here looking at everything going around from a statewide perspective as well as across the country. Now let's take a look at the national map here and see the air pressure. A couple of things jump out at you here. We have some heavy snow coming around here in the southwestern United States as well as in the Four Corners area. Some high pressure keeping that area warm. But if you look over here at the northeast, you're going to see that they possibly might be getting pounded with some freezing rain. There's some low pressure coming up the coast with that, bringing some humidity to go along with that. Now, we're going to go ahead now and look at what's going on around the states and the interstate areas, see if there's any potential problems. For the most part, you're going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, touch 40 in a couple of places. Over here, if you see the western part of the state in the Pittsburgh area, we're going to see temperatures of around 39 degrees getting up close to 40. If you look up towards Erie, you're going to see temperatures in the mid 30s, high of around 36 degrees. At the capital here in Harrisburg, we're going to see temperatures in the mid-30s, about 34 degrees to be exact. Down a little more south here in the Washington, D.C. area, expect temperatures to be around 43 degrees, just slightly warmer, but still not too much. As we move to the eastern part of the state, in the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area, you see temperatures of 35 degrees. Moving down just a little more, you see 35 at the coast and 40 degrees in New York City. Now we're going to take a look at some of the conditions of the skies. For the most part, overcast skies in Pittsburgh and Erie. You see across the middle, because there's some low pressure coming up and bringing some precipitation and moisture with it, you're going to see some windy, a little bit of wetness around here into New York City. We're going to take it your commute to class here, and you're going to see the sun is going to rise at around 7:34. Expect skies to be mostly cloudy with some rain. Temperatures are going to be around freezing, 32 degrees. So that could cause some dangerous situations on the way. Take your time. Make sure when you're walking to class, because you won't want to slip and fall and have a little embarrassing situation. Now we're going to look at the weekend travel conditions. As you can see here at some of the hot spots, if you're looking to get away, New York, temperatures are going to be up close to 50, just shy at about 48 degrees with a low of 32. We move on to Washington, D.C. We're going to see temperatures around the mid-40s, about 45 degrees, with a low of 33. Philadelphia, now in Pennsylvania, is going to be about 41 degrees for a high and 36 for a low. Moving on to Sunday, we're going to see New York is going to cool off just a bit from 48 the day before. You're looking at temperatures more at around 45 degrees with a low of 32. Looking down at Washington, D.C., temperatures about the same, 44 degrees by midday, and a low of 38 degrees in the evening. Philadelphia is going to see temperatures slightly warmer than the previous day, moving up to 46 degrees with a low of 40. Now let's take a look at your 5-day weather forecast now. Tuesday, expect wintry conditions to make for icy grounds. 38 degrees is the high by midday. We're going to move on to Wednesday. No more snow flurries, a possibility of a little bit of flurries, but for the most part, overcast skies, a high of 38 degrees. At Thursday now, you're going to see, again, overcast skies, another chance of precipitation with temperatures reaching 36 degrees by midday. Friday, possibility of bringing a little bit more snow flurries as we move into the weekend. Highs only reaching the freezing point of 32 degrees. Moving on to Saturday, which makes for frigid conditions as a cold front starts to come in from the north. Expect possible snow showers and a high of 30 degrees going into the weekend. For the weather, I'm Kevin Collins, SU Primetime.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you for joining us here on SU Primetime. I'm Shanice Warfield.
And I'm Janaea Berry. Good night.